Hello everyone, this is Carrie from Shadow Moon Tarot. Welcome back to my channel. And sorry if everything looks a mess, it's because this video is totally unplanned. I was in the middle of cleaning the house when my partner, who normally sits and works behind me, said that he has to go out for a job, and I thought, well, that's my chance to have the house to myself for a little bit. So I took it and I decided to make a VR to a great tag called What Core Card Are You? This tag was started by Donna Oracle, and I will link her channel in the description box below. What core card am I? Well, that's quite difficult to say because I cannot identify myself as only one core card. Even more so if we look throughout my life. And I think that that's the case for other people as well. So I wanted to take a different approach and break it down to different stages of my life. So if you ask me what core card I was when I was a kid, I would say that I was the Page of Pentacles, and this is from the Everyday Witch Tarot, which I'm using this month. And yeah, when I was a kid, I was mostly the Page of Pentacles because I was very I was very responsible as a kid. You didn't have to wake me up to go to school. You didn't have to remind me to get ready. You didn't have to remind me to do my homework. Everything and anything that I thought that it was my responsibility, I took it seriously and I thought that I had to do it perfectly. So in this respect, yeah, I was the Page of Pentacles. Also on the flip side, I was quite slow at doing things, like you couldn't rush me to do things. But also at that point, I used to be the Page of Swords because I was very straightforward as a kid. Like if you asked me something, I would answer. Um, Honestly, even that wasn't the nicest and the wisest thing to do. If I didn't like someone, you could see it all over my face. And also on the good side, I really used to love learning and studying. So I could resonate a lot with the Page of Swords. And also I had that thing that if something inspired me, my mind would be totally fixated. Um, and I was totally absorbed by that idea. So again, that is a very Page of Swords characteristic. Later on in life, when I graduated, I graduated school and I started my studies, I became the Knight of Wands, and I was the Knight of Wands for a long time in my life, even as an adult. Like I realized that I had a confidence problem, so I decided to fix it. So I pushed myself. I became the Knight of Wands, and I went after adventures. I moved country and I studied abroad. I started living by myself when I was 19 years old. I used to live with other people that I didn't know, and it was an extreme experience that many people wouldn't have tried. But yeah, I was the Knight of Wands at that point. I wanted to push myself to the limit, to find my limit, to see how brave I can be. Brave in like courageous, like bold to do things. And even later in life, I decided to leave my country and to move again and move here to be with someone. And that was a very Knight of Wands decision. It was something that it was more like following my instinct rather than like following my head. Because if I was like the Queen of Swords back then, I would think, oh, you've got a job, you have this, you have that, what are you trying to do? Like, and I would have planned things a lot more. If I was a Queen of Cups, then I would say, oh, you've got your parents and like your friends here, you can't leave. If I was a Queen of Pentacles, I would say, oh, like you need to be safe and secure, and where are you rushing to by yourself, like to the unknown? But being a Knight of Wands, I didn't think of all that. I was optimistic. I was like, yeah, I'll work it out. And I did. But I had to make sacrifices, and that obviously had consequences that I hadn't thought when I made the decisions. But that was it. I went, you know, with my feelings, and that is the Knight of Wands. A bit childish, a bit brave, a bit, you know, naive, but also like very, very powerful in a respect. Because, like, when you believe, this gives you power. So that was me then. Now, in my early 40s, I am not that Knight of Wands anymore. Or I don't think I am anymore. Now I identify more with the Queen of Pentacles. Now I am trying to settle down. I am trying to create a home. Um, I value stability and security. I try to be down to earth and productive, and I try to provide for myself and others. I value family and tradition more. Like, I'm not overly traditional, but obviously, but yeah, I like, a bit taking things slower, and I'll take my time to make decisions. At the same time, I sorry about that. They are doing some housework next door, so that's that. What was I saying? Ah, yeah. At the same time, at this stage in my life, I also identify with the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is someone that uh, knows how to keep the barriers if needed. Is someone who will think things twice, and she's more careful with what she says and who to. I can be argumentative and sometimes defensive, but also I am still a learner. I still love studying. I love planning. I am someone that will think things through now. And yeah, so again, I cannot say I am just this queen or just the other queen, and I think that we can be more than one card at the same time. And also, I believe that because life um, is ever changing, we are ever changing, and therefore the core card that we identify to is ever changing. So, which core card are you? I would really love to know. Thank you very much for watching. Until next time, have a wonderful time. And if you like this video, please give it some thumbs up and subscribe. Until next time, much love. Bye.